There's like a lot of things that they do to show what I think would be classified as genuine love.
They want to speak into your life and they're there for you and they don't want anything back.
It's cool to see a family that's very tight-knit expand that to other people that aren't even related by blood.
We have 5 children, and 3 is from a previous marriage, and 2 is with Doug. He does a lot for them, and he does a lot for the older kids. And when we get together, it's like, it's one big family. There's no, like stepdad kind of thing.
I guess I just like being dad. My dad and I had a really strong relationship, and we spent hours and hours together working on cars and building things, and it's just something that I like to do.
My favorite thing about my family is like how much we can have fun together and goof off and be super silly and hilarious.
As I reflected on my life and on where I have had influence, I've always had influence in getting kids to get started on a career track. And I've noticed, on any particular kid, some of them are, all you have to do is give them an encouraging word.
Just seeing how his heart is so big that it can encompass like other lives and touch other lives. It's like seeing, the hand of Jesus work. I've always said that it's not our house, it's God's house, and we get to steward it.
I wanted our house to be a central place for people to feel safe and be able to just show up whenever they want. So we put a lock on the door with a keypad on it and hand out the code to people. And so if they need a place to go, they have a place.
Salty is our band that we have. Our family has been a huge part of like that. My dad gave us like a practice space and like a sound system, and he's always there doing sound for us, helping us set up, yelling at us to turn down. No, it's really good. It's awesome to get to do that with our family.
If you show a teenager respect, they will respect you back, and they don't need to be lectured, but they will let you parent them if they know that you care and if they know that you respect them. And so I used to call it mentoring, but it's really parenting.
A kid like me needs that. I never really had the opportunity to fail a whole lot, and to be able to fail in the support of someone who's gonna catch you no matter what. No matter how bad you do, it's still like, we're here and we're not going anywhere.
Doug knows what you need before you know what you need, and it's pretty incredible that he willingly and openly just opens his heart before his home, and he really just decides to invest in people before they're even willing to be invested in. And I think that's something that God has put in him as a leader and as kind of a father figure for many.
All the time I've been able to spend with them, that's something I value so much, having all that time around family.
I just remember one day working, Uncle Doug pulled up in his awesome car. He was having a lunch meeting with Cameron, but before Cameron got out, I saw him, so I just sat in the car. And he's like, "Where are we going?" He's like, "Well, I have a lunch meeting with Cameron, but tomorrow we can go to lunch." Tomorrow we did go to lunch, and that was something that's never been, I guess, super consistent in my life. Someone saying something and following through. I've never had a father figure that has been like that for me until Doug came around.
You find you're coming around not because your car needs fixed anymore, and people come around and you start to see changes in people, and I think it's the kind of change that happens when someone's really loved. And you don't see a whole lot of that anymore these days. And it's what Jesus talked about, And I imagine it's almost identical to what the change that you would have seen in the disciples after being loved unconditionally for 3 years by God himself. And I honestly feel like it's straight from God's grace through this family to people like us. It changes a person forever.